Welcome in. When y'all get in collective, we're going to jump into a reading. We are going to see what's going on in the energy, um, as well as some other things that need to come through. Okay, so I'll get two more cards before we just dive right in. Right, and I'll get two more cards if I can. Spirit, did you? I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't think. Oh, it did. Okay, it did. I thought so. All right. So we have three cards, and we're gonna read them. Heart of Source, which is all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. We have I Am Present, which is light body activation, accessing the divine within, and Lumerian C Code, which is embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Um, so again, this is still kind of following the theme of being real with yourself, but it has a lot more to do with your heart and your solar plexus chakra more than anything at this point, or your ab, and I forgot what the other one is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Focusing on like your heart and your solar plexus at this time are going to be very beneficial to you. Finding out less of like I don't know how to I don't. It's more of how you're going to express yourself in life rather than how you're going to express yourself in general. Like allowing yourself not to know that expressing your feelings is like a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like not saying that, understanding that you're not. I'm gassy right now, excuse me, but not too sensitive. Understanding that that's not really a thing when it comes down to it. Really embracing your uniqueness when it comes down to energy, understanding your connection with the divine, really diving into that aspect of it. How are you allowing the divine within inside of you to guide you through your life? How are you allowing them to show up and show out within your energy, showing you like your path? And as well as opening up the heart chakra even more for more unconditional love. And that's not, for the ones that need to do that, of course, and for the other ones, just being more gentle for certain things or certain topics or certain situations is needing to be necessary as we step into the energies of new earth, and with January 25th when the planets are aligning. That's going to really, like, from now really until then, is going to be very beneficial to align yourself fully. So aligning your chakras, if there's any sort of blockage within your gut, within your solar plexus, or blockage within the heart that's causing confusion or a misunderstanding, or not seeing how situations are playing out in your life, or not seeing how you hold a hand in a situation, that, focusing on healing that right now, giving yourself more grace, and again, like, understanding that the situations that you've gone through, though they might be sensitive topics, they're there to show you who you truly are rather than to harm you. Everything happens for you, not to you. And it happens for you because you willingly allow those situations to happen. And you may not understand that. And it's like you need to stop trying to rationalize it and just see it for truly how it is. A lot of people coming on the journey, I don't understand how to accept such a thing because it seems asinine, or they want to project and say, oh, the divine's just being mean by saying that. It's not. What's going on is you're not accepting your situation for what it is. You're in denial for what happened. You're in denial with your situation at hand. So don't be in a denial state of you. Be in a more open, be in a more embracing energy. Allow situations from the past that you've been in to show you the truth. With the I am presence, heavily step into knowing the God in you or whatever spirit's in you. Whether that spirit is a boosting one that like raises your vibration, or a draining one, the one that lowers your vibration. However, knowing why it's around you at that time and seeing how you can not get rid of it, because getting rid of it isn't the plan, isn't the whole grand scheme. Learning how to encompass that emotion, learning how to nurture that emotion, learning what that emotion wants to say, learning how to speak fish, I guess is a funny way of saying it. With it's giving Page of Cups energy, really. Learning how to speak fish, learning how to better digest situations around you, learning how to really tap deep within yourself and see what all has happened. And again, not focusing on the people, not focusing on the flesh, but focusing on the energy. Focusing heavily on the, oh well, this happened because XYZ, and there was feelings, intense feelings of anger or love or however that were coming from, that were just there. Not allowing that feeling to attach itself to a person, because that gives it a leeway for projection. Just seeing what emotions, what energy was involved in the situations, and healing from it on that level, separating it from the flesh, so that you can truly see the benefit that you've gone through, and not even just the benefit, but to see what, again, like fully what it's taught you, seeing the truth, the full matter, the full spectrum of the situation. And then we have duality. Can we get 2 more cards? Let me get 1 more. 1 more. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. We have duality, abundance, and it's not me all together. I flipped to it's not me first, even though abundance is number 1. We'll read that first then. But it's not me. Your soul wants you to know you aren't connected to me at the moment. You may feel like a spectator of your own life. You feel like you don't recognize yourself in your thoughts, actions, or reactions. A part of you isn't grounded or centered. You are not yourself. This is not negative, because it's an experience that will let you learn something new, but it can bring unexpected events and blockages in your relationship with others. Take a break. Take time to understand the source of this disconnect. What happened? What is its source? Discovering that will help you understand many things. This will help you to come home to yourself again. There is no single way to come home to ourselves. It is up to you to come back to me. Taking a break is a starting point before we can meet once more. And your spirit guides want you to know everything is happening and unfolding here and now. The time for waiting is over. We are sending you signs so you don't push things back to later. Don't tell yourself happiness will be there tomorrow. Don't tell yourself you'll act within the next few days. Don't tell yourself your well-being depends on outer circumstances. When you ask us for a counsel, you push things back to later. We've already sent you many signs, but now it's up to you to act. So, take a deep breath and move forward. Take a deep breath and take the first step. Take a deep breath and act. You are in a strong energy, have confidence in yourself, and show determination. You can do it. And this could even mean, as well, because it just came up, this could even be like a past situation's energy that might be causing you fear or stagnation when it comes to moving forward. Not necessarily just healing the wound, but moving forward on the physical and healing that. So allow yourself to see what's actually causing stagnations and where and how. But the entity would like you to know, you may be trying to contact me and you feel like you're receiving signs and messages, but it's not me. We aren't yet on the same wavelength, so we can't communicate, but this is not the end. We will be able to communicate soon. Right now, I invite you to stop trying to contact me. You're connecting with other entities, which can create energy breaches. I will come towards you when we are both ready. In the meantime, don't try to control our communication, and don't try to go too fast. I know this may be frustrating for you, but know that everything is happening for a good reason. Everything is right. Today, take time to live and accept our physical separation. Take time to connect to your new environment. We have duality. Your soul wants you to know you no longer know who you are or what you want to do. Sometimes you may make a decision in the rising, and then focus on another in the evening or the setting. Let your mind take over. You can no longer hear me or only hear me faintly. Yet I send you many signs, especially inviting you to inner calm. The time has come to take a break. You need to rest and understand your ideas and thoughts. The duality you feel keeps you from inner calm, preventing you from having faith in your choice in yourself. This duality is not a coincidence. It is your relationship with me and your own mind, also known as the heart and the mind, which I talk about a lot. Meditate, breathe, rest. Taking these moments will be so important to help you hear me and help you trust the choices in the choices you will make. The choices you will make in the next 6 months will be important, and only you can make them. So trust in us. Your spirit guides want you to know. You may have difficulty understanding your outer situation. There are many unexpected events, and somehow you are always hesitant. You wait for an external sign to make decisions for you because you aren't confident in yourself or don't take the first step. This creates inner and outer duality. Understand that outer duality is a reflection of your inner duality. We are sending you signs through emotions and through your emotions and feelings so you may understand everything comes from you. Don't look outwards, look inwards. You are able to assert yourself, connect to your sacral chakra to trust in your feelings and emotions. The entity would like you to know, my life was made of duality and I always hesitated between two situations, two relationships, and two paths. I didn't dare make my own choices and I didn't really trust in my emotions, or really my feelings, not your emotions. You want to trust in your emotions, you want to trust in your feelings. Anyway, this has sometimes created considerable duality within myself and also with others. I couldn't channel my feelings, so I was caught in a kind of a struggle. This struggle may have been reflecting in my outer life. It may have created something like inner fire. Today I am free from this duality, and I am in an energy of serenity. I now understand that it's through connecting to my feelings that I'm in my own guide, and we make our own choices. We can't others can't make them for us. Understand this dimension of duality. Show yourself forgiveness and open yourself up to the beautiful person you are. And then last but not least, we have abundance. And your soul wants you to know you can have everything you want. You can have everything you need, but please listen to me. A part of your energy is flowing too quickly, and because of this, you feel like we aren't connected. You may be moving forward too quickly, not taking time to integrate all the signs and synchronicities you receive. Nothing happens without reason. Each event and encounter has something to teach you. If you don't take the time to experience and understand them, you may feel like you're standing still. Know that abundance is there and accessible for you. To connect to me, take time to breathe and free your solar plexus chakra. Make time for meditation and deep breathing. You'll realize you can move forward with a greater inner calm and serenity. You'll look at everything you'll look at everything that's happening around you with fresh eyes. You'll ground yourself through breathing and free yourself from the energy of stagnation. Everything will take on a new meaning. Your spirit guides want you to know. We invite you to move forward in stages. You may wish to avoid some of these stages, thinking that you don't need them, yet they're important for you to create a new, stable, and durable foundation. Some things you don't know yet, and by fully experiencing these stages, you'll find yourself in a new energy of discovering yourself and others and the meaning of your events around you. Decide on your priorities at the time you wish to spend and the time you wish to spend on them. Then determine your practical goals which you wish to achieve. This logic may frighten you, but it's necessary for you to be in a grounding energy. You'll keep your natural and spontaneous character while channeling your energies to focus on yourself and your expectations. Move forward with sure steps in respect for your chosen path, so you may be in the energy of abundance. The entity would like you to know. I had long searched for abundance, but now I realize I was looking in the wrong places. I had not really understood this notion. I thought abundance was really only material, but it's so much more than that. Perhaps I had shut myself away from an armor of energy and didn't pay attention to my needs. Material wealth contributes to happiness but does not create it. Only you can bring happiness to yourself. Material wealth brings stability so you can pay attention to yourself. Don't be afraid of not having enough, excuse me. When you're connected to yourself, abundance is already there. Material abundance is a reflection of everything you bring into yourself. I am here to help you be in an energy of abundance. Pay attention to signs regarding material and financial issues. I will guide you towards that fulfillment so you may have everything you need and discover new things in yourself. There are many wonders yet to discover. So again, like working with your heart, your solar plexus, and even your sacral, moving forward, allowing yourself to really express yourself with those. And even if there is like a fear of a lack of stability, it's coming from not feeling stable enough to express yourself rather than an actual external situation. It's a more internal stability, which is why it wouldn't necessarily be the root chakra. It would be the solar plexus and the sacral in between there with the heart as well. So, working on really solidifying that in for yourself, really focusing on what you desire to have rather than what you don't desire to have, focusing on the path that's in front of you rather than wishing something was different. And again, this is like for your divine masculine energy to come through. Since Mars is about to enter, I don't know if it has yet or if it's about to, I need to go check again. But with Mars entering retrograde, it's going to be a lot of masculine, divine masculine energy that you need to move forward with. And again, you, if you're projecting still about someone and what they've done to you, that's what you need to heal from. It's you, it's not the other person, because they're no longer in your general vicinity doing anything to you, but you are hooked on them and what they're doing and their energy, so much so that whatever they do now affects you in your life. And you wonder how to get out of this or why they won't stop. Well, why don't you stop attracting their energy to yourself first and then see what happens? There's the order of operations with these things, and you have to understand it comes from the inside first. If you have an issue with someone, they will continuously pop up in your 3D reality until you finally get the memo that you need to look somewhere else and not project it out, because the mind will manifest what you want. And if you're desiring to focus on someone and project on someone, then that energy, that person, that place or whatever will just appear in your life and cause even more chaos and havoc, because then it proves to your consciousness, oh, that this was happening, and that and this is that God factor that you have inside of you that many people aren't aware of. A lot of people who say that they're conscious are unconscious creators because they continue to go down this path. They're not realizing that what they intake, what they say, what they think, how they feel about things is literally manifesting the exact thing that they're thinking of in their life. So really taking that control of your life, grabbing life by the horns, if you will, and moving forward with determination. It's okay to at times look at someone and use them as like a better understanding, but don't allow yourself to project everything on that person. Just as it could be family, it could be everything, but it's still at the end of the day you, where you end up subscribing or following or believing into these things. And you may say, well, I didn't have anyone there to tell me otherwise. You had yourself that you weren't listening to. It all begins with you. You need to take accountability for you. Other people are going to do other things. You can't help that. And that's something that we all know, but we would like to change sometimes. But again, like, we can't. I mean, you can if you really want to try, but like, that's only going to hurt you more than actually heal. And we have release these things. In this full moon energy, it's so important to release. Setting new boundaries, releasing old thought patterns, releasing old ways of believing, and moving into more of an energy where you're desiring for things, releasing your desire for things, using the law of detachment, understanding that everything you desire will come to you in given time. There is a lot of luck on your side. You might be feeling like you have like a lucky syndrome, or that may be coming up here soon, but you do have luck and protection as well with the horseshoe. You have a lot of protection and luck on your side. So don't worry. When it comes to releasing people, places, and things, ideologies, and however, they will pop up because it's trying to show you the battle between you and your subconscious mind that you've allowed to program in a certain way. Though you release it consciously, your subconscious now has to put you through that test of, are you sure you're releasing this? Yes, it's the test of Saturn. You have to be able to stand your ground, set those boundaries, and go like, yes, I do want to release this thing. I do want to release this trauma. I do want to release this way of thinking. I do want to release my need for control over the abundance in my life so that you're able to attract more. However this is, you're needing to release that form of control, giving it to the divine, surrendering to the God within yourself that knows what it needs to do, seeing things, allowing yourself to feel them, just releasing everything. And again, it's like it might be releasing people who are jealous of you. You might need to stop focusing so much on those who are jealous of you, or focusing on the projections that you may pick up on and allowing them to drive you up the wall. However, finding new ways, releasing old ways of protection and picking up new, however. But there are people that are always going to be jealous of you. It's not, you're not ever going to have a day in your life that where people aren't jealous of you. That is a simple fact. There's always going to be some sour Betty on this planet that's just not gonna like you for some random reason. Like you wore pink on Tuesday and they just despise pink Tuesdays or something. You know what I mean? Like you can't avoid it. So the best thing to do is to release control. You want to wish that people would stop doing that, release that control. Allow them to do what they want. Take back your energy from trying to wish something over someone's life and instead just take your power back. Like wishing that someone would stop doing something gives them power. It gives them that energy because then you have to send energy to them for that wish. You don't realize that it works that quick, but the power of the tongue is a very wicked one. It's a forked tongue where it's a snake's tongue, where one end goes the way you want, the other way goes and the other side of the tongue goes the other. You have to make sure that what you're doing is matching up with what you're saying. Your actions and your words need to be symbiotic in that sense. You can't wish for someone to stop doing something to you and then wonder why they continue to do it to you, because you're sending that energy for them to choose what they want to do with it. And even though it might not be in the most physical sense, it's something that you need to realize because you're still sending that energy, that focus to them. Though they might not even pick up on that energy, the divine will show you what that person is doing, because when a wish is granted, you'll see the result. And sometimes the result is that person still doing the same thing, even though you wish for something else. You need to take that power back, that energy back, and put it towards things that you're actually desiring to do in life. That's the heavy message for someone, but that is the main chunk of the message. Is really figuring out where you're spending your energy at now. Now that you've gone down this healing track, whoever whatever, however you're doing it, it's time to focus on where you're sending your energy. Are you sending your energy to things that actually nurture you back, to things that actually benefit you within a higher degree, or are you still sending energy in like in a different way? And that's not to say what if you pray for people or however that's like a waste. That's not saying that either. It's just saying be careful what you wish for. Really, don't monkey paw yourself. But we have a shift your energy and show gratitude. Instead of wishing that people weren't jealous of you, be grateful that people are jealous of you. That means you're doing something different. That means you're doing something that's making a difference. You're making a movement. You're stirring up the waters in a way. You're powerful. You're able to make people jealous of you. That's crazy. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of power that you have. Be grateful to have that power. Be grateful that you have that power and you're not using it for some weird shit. You know what I mean? Like shift the way how you're thinking about things completely. Do a 180 with how you're thinking. Don't do a 360, because if you do a 360, you'll end up right where you began. Do a 180. Shift it completely. Turn your back to it. Don't turn the other cheek. Just turn your back and walk away. Turning the other cheek just gives the person another chance to smack you around. And I mean, unless you like being smacked around, you can do that, honey. But I'm just telling you, once they smack you once, just go. Don't turn the other cheek. Just the only cheek they should be seen is your ass cheeks. I'm telling you. But show gratitude for everything you've gone through. Even if you don't understand it, show gratitude for it, because at some point on your journey, it will make sense. It always will. Everything will come full circle to you. But first, you have to leave the old circle. You have to leave that old paradigm. You have a lot of influence. I was going to say stay grounded with Earth sign, but there is grounded here. So stay grounded in your work. Your work is how you're going to really, is what's changing. How you're working, how you're moving, how you're speaking to yourself, how you're solidifying yourself within the reality that you're existing in. That's what you need to focus your energy on. How do I want things to change? I want things to change in this way and that way. So allow me to make the changes so I can do those things, so I can switch from one spectrum to the other. You know what I mean? Like really focusing on that. I'm not feeling to get the Shadow Tarot, which is unique. I don't know. I keep looking at it, but it's not talking. It's just like asleep. So we'll get the animal cards out, and I mean, I guess the animals want to talk because they're already flip flopping and jumping and driving all over the place. But really be delicate with yourself with it. Allow yourself to see I'm shuffling 2 more times. Allow yourself to see the power that you have instead of the shortcomings, or however you wish to identify these. There's a lot. There's just fire and water, okay? There's just fire and water. Allow your feelings, your emotions to be the fuel to push you forward. Really see this is different. This is a different energy. But allow yourself to really like stand your ground. Build your base up the way that you're desiring to, and allow yourself to really grow. We have Beaver though, which is hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured, dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by the way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when a task at hand requires your long-term and steady efforts. It can signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless and worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor or selfless service. I'm pretty sure these 2 cards are like basically the same. We have Turtle, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It's wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. It helps to ground and connect them to deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energies behind all great writers, storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shell for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt to bring into balance and adventure. Really allow yourself to see how far you've made it. Like it's so important to look back at your journey in a less, what is that word? Don't be judgmental on yourself, basically. Don't judge your past based off of who you are now. Just allow your past to show you who you are. But we have Scorpion, which is passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion seat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When imbalanced, wild and free and fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty and forgiveness. We have Lizard, which is instinctual, sensitive to the subtle and the dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds and lots of travel or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is the indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. We have Gazelle, which is heightened awareness, ability, and vulnerability. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amidst sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant. This can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. When in balance, graceful, perspective, and artistic. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, and mind racing. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, and good food. Some of y'all might need to start an artistic project, whether it's a passion project. I can't speak. Whether it's a passion project or some form of like music or drawing or dance, however, getting into that art will really allow you to express things that you're unable to put into words. Sometimes it's better to make art out of things than to sit down and try and talk to yourself about it or talk to the divine about it, because we don't always have the best words to fill in situations, and it's better to just allow the energy to speak for itself, you know? We have Tiger, which is lunar force, ease in the darkness, and feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking on the potent calm. There's nothing to fear in this stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated, and to bring into balance, candle gazing. I love candle gazing. Candle gazing is honestly really fun and really good for you. It really allows you to detox and burn off a lot of energy that doesn't necessarily need to be on. The Lyrians are calling to me though, so I'll get some Lyrians out. We'll see what the Lyrians have to say. And then the Archangel, Power, Tarot. The Lyrians, what's going on? Who's coming through? Who wants to talk? Okay, I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times. Anytime the cards start flying like that, I say 2 more times. It's just an immediate, like, it's like they're going crazy. Anyway, we have peaceful reunion. Reunions bring healing. This doesn't even have to be an external reunion. This could be an internal reunion, coming back to yourself. We have gateway of sound, manifestation, sound healing, and alchemy. Some of y'all might need to do some subliminals or just like frequency works, or however, listening to ambience, whatever you need to do. We have starseed. The universe opens through you. Definitely take some time to relax and calm down, even if it's like, and I mean calm down just in general, not to say that you're not calm, but you know what I mean. There's always something that can be soothed a little bit more. So spending time in the moon tonight, or just gazing at the moon, or stargazing, or however, and just listening to the ambience of that, or doing whatever you need, will really be helpful tonight, or whenever you see this. Truly, we have synchronicity, miracles, let loose, and recognition. Really pay attention to the signs around you. There's miracles happening. You're just holding on too tight. I'm getting 4 of Pentacles energy with that. Let go. Let go. Just this release. It's okay to release. Things will move a lot quicker. When you hold on to a rope too tightly, it will cut your circulation off your hand and end up hurting you. But if you hold on to it gently, it's not going to hurt you so much. We have Stargate initiation. Portals, power spots, and get outdoors. Definitely go outside if you can, if you want to. But there's a lot of portals opening up. Even if this portal is your crown chakra or your third eye or even your heart, using those portals to allow you to like heal and to find your new path on your new life. We have waves of inspiration, dedication, stamina, and new energy. A lot of you are getting your spunk back because you're in this new energy. Some of you are in a resting period because of this new energy. However this is, allow this new energy to flow through you and embody it so that it can better help you in the future. We have receive, abundance flowing, unification, and confidence. Have confidence in what you do, and always hold your arms up. Like always have gratitude. For every, even if it's something small, have gratitude for it, always. We have the new beginning, teamwork, sharing, giving back, and yoga. There is a new beginning. We're sharing and receiving is always good. Giving back to community, giving back to people, giving back to yourself as well. Doing all those things are going to be very beneficial to you at this time. We have infinite wisdom, mastery activated, Akashic records, and explore deeper. Your Akashic records are open to you. You can even use your Akashic records to find out things from your past, to see things from fresh eyes. Seeing things while in the midst of it, while in the middle of it, is very hard to deal with because it's a lot. So take this time now that you've calmed down and you've erased the energy and you're in a more peaceful state to use your Akashic records to see what actually happened. To see things from a fresher perspective so that you can actually remove a lot of these blockages that are put on you as well. And we have peace, which is slow down, recharge, and take a break. Don't feel like you have to overwork. Don't feel like you have to constantly be moving. Sometimes resting and stopping allows things to move forward as well. Listening to your body and what you truly desire that you need is always the best thing to do. Listening to your energy, listening to your inner voice, your higher self, asking your higher self these things, really allowing yourself to be in tune with what you desire is going to help you out a lot. But what's going on in the Archangel power deck? Oh my god. Okay, I'll just let you. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm paying attention to the bracelet shit, like make noise, and then all the cards are just not wanting to go in and shuffle. So there's just a lot going on. I gotta like reground myself, basically. I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times if y'all don't have anything else to say. I'll take the bottom and the splits. And you want to come off too, so I'll drag you off, I guess. But we have, let's see here. But really just allowing yourself to tap into who you are on deeper levels. There's always a deeper connection you can have with yourself. This journey of healing is never over, ever. Never think that it is. You wouldn't be here if you didn't need to heal. You would literally just essentially, if you were fully healed, you would be so light that you wouldn't be attached to your physical matter anymore. You wouldn't be, literally, you would not be here if you were fully healed. Understand that, okay? Until you leave this vessel, and we're not talking about astral projection. We're talking about literally, and we're not even talking about death. We're talking about you just are no longer in your body. Type, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Some people will do drugs to experience that type of vibration, but you would not be bound by the confines of any sort of 3D material at all if you were 1000% fully healed. Overstand that. Trust me on this. It is, why do you think some people just randomly disappear? And we're not talking about people getting kidnapped. We're talking about genuinely they just poof out because they no longer need to be on the physical plane. They've done so much work that they're just gone. We have 3 of Michael though. Release the past. You will grow from this situation, and time heals all wounds. Archangel Raguel with justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. The 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. This could be a detox from media, eating, however, just taking a detox. Even detox, sometimes you need a detox from healing as well, Just detoxing from what you desire to detox from. And it could even be a detox from negative thought patterns as well. But Archangel Metatron with Leap of Faith. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. Archangel Zadkiel with Solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. The 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek release from stress. The Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. This is of Raphael, embrace your child, new friends, children, or childhood. The Knight of Mo, strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. Time to move quickly, choose logic over emotions and sudden changes. Ten of Michael, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. The Four of Gabriel, a time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Archangel Raphael with the Lovers, make a choice from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. Nine of Michael, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release all feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. The Seven of Ariel, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. The Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. There's a lot of heart space. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. There's a lot of heart space stuff coming through. This might even be like, even you are listening to your heart. The divine wants you to know that you need to keep listening to your heart. Either take it as it resonates. If you're already listening to your heart, you have the discernment to know that you need to continue doing so. If you're not listening to your heart, have the discernment to know that you need to start doing so. If you're on the fence, this is your answer. If you're already doing it, it's still your answer. Don't say that I'm already doing this. Good. They're telling you to keep doing it. I can't change the words on the card. You have to change your knowledge. You have to change the way of your overstanding, your understanding of the words that I'm saying out loud. You know, that's the part of your discernment that people don't really grasp or get or use properly. So even though you may be doing it, it's the fact that if it comes out and you're already doing it, keep doing it because you're doing something right with it. Always know that. I feel really heavily to call that out because a lot of people don't understand that, and I want to clarify that. Regardless, last but not least, we have Archangel Raziel with the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear in successful beginnings. Some of you all need to make a plan, is what I'm getting heavily to. Some of you all need to make a plan for your next steps forward because it's not like you don't know what to do. You know what to do. You just don't know how to do it just yet. So really focusing on a plan or however, you know what I mean? But regardless, this has been the message. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm very glad that I was able to give you the message. Thank you all so much for taking time out your rising, your resting, your night, however, and hopefully it resonated. Hopefully it gave you guidance, gave you whatever you needed, or just gave you something to just sit around and think about. Regardless, I'm thankful for all of y'all. You all know the drill though. If you're interested in bracelets of Spirit Order, code number 20 in the description. If you're interested in my services, readings, books, however, you can either email me or use the order form and we'll get you set up that way. Regardless, thank you all so much for being here. The likes, comments, share, subscribes, donations, whether they are energetic or financial, I greatly appreciate all of them tenfold and forever, wholly and truly. But most importantly, thank you all so much just for being here. I have to keep reiterating that like so much because I truly am grateful for y'all being here. I love each and every one of you all to the moon and back, tenfold and forever. We got the classes up. Yeah, we just got the classes up. So if you're interested in those, watch those. I posted a video 2 days ago of a J seal removal if you need to. So check the community tab on the YouTube and you'll find it there. But regardless, I love you all so much to the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I will see you later.